I wake up with a vision of a smaller tree on the backyard, which is growing in the wrong direction, is tilting instead of growing straight. And the vision is, if I wanted to correct that tree's direction to grow the right way, I need to tie it and pull it in the way it's supposed to go. And as long as that tree is young, there is an opportunity to do that. But if I neglect that and that tree grew and became mature, there is nothing anyone can do. That vision brought me to our nation, United States. And the way things are going right now, the corruption that we have been experiencing in this nation, many things that we have been let it go. For example, abortion, we have let it go, and the Democratic Party has been killing black and brown babies like there's no tomorrow. And we have been absent on this issue. Many black and brown men have been thrown in jail for the little crime that it doesn't worth to be sent to the life sentence. We have been absent on these issues. Many injustices have been done in our nation, and we have been just saying, let them have their way, and then tomorrow maybe they will understand, or they will change. But that's not happening. I read in the Bible, I'm a Christian, so I think and function from a biblical perspective, and I was reading 1 Samuel chapter 30 verse 1, and it says, in the absence of David and his men, Ziklag was burned, and their children and everything they own and everything that belongs to them have been taken away. Their way of life have been destroyed. Why? When that happened? On the absence of David and his men. The men of the town, they were absent. The men who were supposed to be taking care of business, they were absent. I believe, especially I'm speaking to the body of Christ, we have been absent in many injustice that has been happening in our nation. Some of us, we understand politics and Christianity, it doesn't mix. That's a wrong idea. Some of you are a Christian, yet you're not supporting Mr. Trump because you think he's not holy enough. I say this to you. Where were you when oral sex has been happening in a White House, barely made out of a minor age young woman? Your president have been doing that in a White House. Where were you? You were not outraged as you have been outraged in our President Donald Trump. That's shame on you. But those of us who really didn't know what to do, I wanted to speak to you from my heart. We need to wake up. The enemy of this nation is not going to stop by surrendering one right after another. They have taken our school system. They're teaching our children to hate who they are and to hate this nation. We need to take back our school system. We need to take back our court system that unjustly throwing every person that is really stolen a chewing gum to lifetime to benefit for themselves. That's injustice, and we need to speak up on that. Like I say, million babies have been aborted in this nation. It doesn't matter what skin color they are. We need to speak up. The Democratic Party has been dismantling the way of life one break at a time, and yet those of us who knew better, we have been sitting down quietly. Right now, they are about to stall our election illegally. And if they have their ways, believe me, we can say our way of life is goodbye forever. I came to the United States as a refugee from a socialist country. And in socialism, once you lost your ways, once you lost that opportunity, there is no fighting chance. Believe me, I don't care what side of the aisle you are. If the Democratic Party right now, those Democratic Party are not your father's or your grandfather's Democratic Party. Today's Democrat are socialist, communist. In socialism and communism, Only the people who run that nation have the resources. The rest of us, we will not be considered as human. Don't believe when they say they give you free education, free health care. You can go to the doctor for free, but you pay for your medicine, you pay for your bed, you pay for everything. There's nothing in socialism. Why do you think in America you have this many doctors with the accent? They came from socialism. It doesn't matter if it's Europe, Eastern Europe, Asia, Africa. All this brain drain is happening around the world because socialism does not work. Many of your professors in universities and college are from somewhere else that socialism and dictatorship has been happening. Don't fool yourself. You care about environment? Democratic Party, especially today's Democrat, are not for you. There is no keeping up. They don't care about the earth. They don't care about human. They don't care about animal. Take it from me. I have lived through socialism. Before our way of life have been destroyed, we need to wake up. As you know, the mainstream media has been preaching Trump is racist. But you have witnessed this election. The overwhelming majorities have voted who are people like me. Blacks, Hispanic, women have voted for Trump. Why do you think is that? How come if Trump is racist, I'm speaking up on his behalf? How come if America is racist, I'm speaking on United States' behalf? It's about time we wake up. This have nothing to do with a political party. This have to do everything way of life. You want to continue to live the way you live, or even better, you need to fight this election. The truth has to come out. I also thinking all these Democrats, they have been keep coming to the capital city, to the capital, and to the House and to the Senate. Their cities where they have been elected, the people's life have been upside down. Do you think those people have been voting them and sending them year after year? I don't think so. They have been cheating their way to get in power. This is our opportunity really to investigate the last 15, 20 years back how they have been winning election. If we don't do that and stop this madness, believe me, not only our way of life, the world's way of life is going to be destroyed. The globalist agenda is to have just life for them and the rest of us not be counted. I want you to think about that. America has been the beacon of hope for the world. This is why the entire world really doing everything they can to get here. If this is a racist country, and if this is the worst country in the world, why do you think this many people have to come to this country? Why do we need to build a wall? No one is killing themselves to go to any of those socialist countries. Don't let the media and don't let the social media lie to you. This is your life. This is your way of life. This is your future. This is your children's future. I'm a mother and a grandmother. I want my children and my grandchildren to grow up to live in a country that have equal right for everybody. Everybody's voice is heard. No censoring. Censorship happened in socialism. So I wanted to encourage you, before our way of life taken away, please look into things. Don't just listen what the media is telling you. They are lying. All of us' life in the last 4 years have been better because of Mr. Trump. President Trump is not a poor guy coming into politics to make himself rich. The rest of them did that. He is the well-to-do person coming into the White House to work for you and I. without even taking a salary. You gotta think a little bit there. Why do you think they all hated him? They hated him because he is standing for you and I. He is standing for the United States of America. We can't give up. Wake up, America. Wake up. This is the time we stand with our President, Donald Trump, and then we'll get to the bottom of this voting. That's what I'm asking you. If you agree with me, share this video, like, comment. If this opportunity slip out of our hand, believe me, take it from someone who came out of socialism. Ain't gonna be pretty.